or meeting house. The Maneaba is not just the biggest building in the village. It is the centre of village life and the basis of island and national governance. That is the Maneaba. You're with Mission Alive. This is Roger from the MSC Mission Office. We've been listening to Brother Cole talking about Kiribati, and we'll continue into next week. He'll actually continue tomorrow and into next week and tell us more about his life there and the building up of a school, part of which was the Maneaba. Recently, the Maneaba has been built of modern materials, and for that this mission office funded it, and it was funded from a bequest from a man who had worked in the Pacific and in Kiribati before to do with government, and he requested that a large part of his bequest go to Kiribati, which we have done, and we're still in the process of doing that. With our projects, if the projects, we have our main projects are water, disadvantaged youth and health, and if donors indicate one of those, then that's where the money goes. If somebody says it's for health, we put it to health. Same with water and youth. When we get money from a bequest, mostly it's not tied to a particular project. So normally for schools and parishes and places, we don't do buildings, because buildings are endless. But in this case, since the school really needed the buildings and the bequest was untied except to go to Kiribati, we were able to put it there. And the work is done, and there's more work going on at the moment. So that's the way it works with the mission office. Whatever people indicate that the money should go to, that's where it does go to. And we're pretty scrupulous about that. If people make a general donation, it can go into the general costs of the office, which there are some, not big. We don't have a big cost of overheads. So bequests enable us to do works that we may not otherwise have been able to do. And if it's a larger amount, then we can do a larger project or a number of projects. That same bequest, part of it was sent to Africa, and we are doing a number of projects in Africa for water, youth and other things. So that's the way those sort of things work. Cole will tell you more about the building up the school into next week and where he was involved, and very interesting stories that he has to tell also, a very interesting approach to the work. So we'll leave that to next week when Cole will talk, and we'll hear all about that. So with all of these projects overseas, they go ahead, and we are presently still getting in applications for the next meeting. We had one recently from a bishop in Congo, the Democratic Republic of Congo, Bishop Toussaint Iluku. I think I've spoken of him before. He has landed in a diocese as a new bishop, and the place I think is pretty desperate. There's not a lot happening. So he's trying to resurrect an evangelization office at the pastoral centre, and it had ceased and everything is falling down, and there's no lights there, there's no power for computers and everything. So he's got a team, and he wants to get that place up and running so that these people can begin their work again of evangelization, part of which is training of catechists. So this is another aspect of the work there, and I suspect that over some years we might be helping Bishop Iluku quite some more. He said at one stage he had 23 priests out in remote areas, and I suspect they don't have a lot of support for their work also. So the mission is big, the mission is varied, the mission is always interesting. That's our mission, that's your mission, the mission to evangelize the whole world. Thank you for being with us.